think that one of the big struggles for many women is the sheer volume of information coming at them, contradictory advice on social media. What is your perspective? How can women sift through all of the so-called experts to find what's truly right for them?
Yeah, and it's a good question. And I have noticed as well, too, just the amount of information that's coming at women on this topic. And perimenopause in clinic, even 20 years ago, I was talking a lot with perimenopause about people, but it just seems like it's so much more of our public knowledge at this point, where women are not afraid to talk to other women about their perimenopausal symptoms or their menopausal experience. And I think it's great because I love to hear menopausal women mentoring younger women coming through the change and giving them tips and help too. But as you mentioned, sometimes too much information isn't always best. It can be a bit confusing and overwhelming. So that's really where we look. That's the primary reason why I wanted to get my Menopause Society certification, in that becomes a very good resource. It's a global organization. It's the Menopause Society. And it just really is a very good resource for women. Their website is menopause.org for non-biased, up-to-date research on taking care of women in midlife. And so that includes hormone therapy, but it includes other forms of treatments as well too. And I think with menopause, we have to realize that the destination is the same, but the journey to get there for every woman is very unique. And this constellation of symptoms, mentally, physically, she might experience will be different from her neighbor or her friend or her sister or her mother. The treatments that she chooses to pursue, if she chooses to treat symptoms, again, can be very different. And I think that you want to visit with a practitioner, a clinician, a doctor who really recognizes the power of 4 tiers of care when they're caring for menopausal women. And that is the power of education, understanding what's going on, and screening. So becoming educated on your own body and what your lab results are showing and what your screening tests relate. And then the second tier of care is lifestyle habits. Good lifestyle habits make everything else that we do in peri and postmenopause work better, whether it's hormone therapy, whether it's sleep treatments, all of that. A third tier of care is recognizing and supplements, and there are some supplements that can become pivotal as we age. And then the fourth tier of care is recognizing the benefits of hormone therapy and who's a candidate, who may not be. And being able to visit with a clinician who can look individually and meet with you individually and discuss these different tiers of care. Some women will need 1 or 2 tiers of care. Some women just need some education and their basic screening and they're running with it. That's all they need. Some women need all 4 tiers of care. And I think that there is a great deal of what we call FOMO out there in the menopausal world, where women are like, well, I'm not taking collagen. Do I need to take collagen? I'm not on hormones. Do I need to take hormones? I'm missing out on something. And so there's not one solution. There's not one path. We really do have to sort through it. And we have to take into consideration the bandwidth of women too. I mean, not all women can do everything all at once. They can't manage their diet and their exercise and their supplements and everything else all at the same time. So sometimes it's a matter of phasing in some of these things, not just expecting to do everything all at once.
Yeah, I love that. And it's hard. I mean, it can become expensive taking 5 different supplements. And do you really need all of them? I love the part about finding somebody that can take care holistically in terms of your body, your symptoms, and where you're at. And that you can entrust that whole story to somebody like yourself, which is really, really special. There are other podcasts where we talk about sometimes people are not being heard or felt supported by their current doctor or whatever it is with regards to menopause and the symptoms that they're having. And so imagine walking into a room with somebody that gets where you're at.